Hey, this is Reddit Stories. I am reading stuff. Today we will be continuing with r/talesfromretail. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Now sit back and enjoy the stories. Where do you go to pick up online orders? This is my first post, but I felt this story was interesting enough to be shared. So I work at a grocery store, and I stand at the door all day, which means I answer the questions of every customer coming in with one. This couple came in and asked me a very simple question: where do you go to pick up online orders? Now, the self-checkout is in front of my door, but to the right a little. If you look straight ahead, you'll see all the way to the other side of the store to a set of doors leading to the back. If you look straight ahead and to up a little, you'll see a sign saying pickup, so, naturally, I pointed to the sign. Pickup is that way. The customer looked ahead, but not up. So, we go to the back of the store? No, see the sign? Right there. Are you saying we go to the back to pick up online orders? No. At this point I had realized they hadn't and were not going to see the sign, so I pointed in the same direction it was pointing. Pickup is over there. I have forgotten their exact words by now. This was a few months ago, but the couple kept on asking if it was in the back and not really listening to me, until they decided to go ask another employee by self-checkout for clarification. I could hear them say that I don't know where pickup is, and as an employee she should know where it is. As soon as they were gone, my coworker came up to me and was like, "You know, pickup is." I know where pickup is. I was pointing at the sign there. I pointed at the sign, and when they still didn't understand I pointed that way, I pointed to the right, but they would not listen to me, and that was that. Except it wasn't. So then I get another coworker a few minutes later trying to tell me where the pickup is. I have that exact conversation, again and again. Except when the third coworker came up to me, as I was explaining to her that the customers weren't listening to me, one of the customers came up and apologized to me because she wasn't aware it was my first day. I'd been there for a week. Anyway, after that people stopped bothering me about pickup. The worst part of it is that pickup is right along the wall. You walk in, turn right, and there it is. You can't miss it. Edit. I can't leave the door, I couldn't just lead them there. If you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us make more videos. I want it on my card. Oh wait. As a cashier I process several refunds a day. I'll generally get some sketchy ones and some normal ones. There was one I processed fairly recently that was beyond sketchy. Let me explain something first though. The company I work for processes returns by scanning a barcode that comes printed on the bottom of every receipt. We scan the barcode, then the item, if it matches up with the receipt, and input the return price of said item. After the return is finished, you may purchase other items in exchange or get the negative amount back in whatever way you paid with, except checks. That's another story. Now this is what's really confusing. If you return an item at a different store in exchange for another item at that same store, but you go to an entirely different store to return that exchanged item, you're stacking returns. The money coming back on that second return will go on a gift card instead of what you paid with in the first exchange. Why the registers do it this way, I'll never know. If you know, please enlighten me. Anyway, I had a guy give me a receipt from another store with a returned wheelchair on the top for $149.99. In exchange for this wheelchair, he bought a walker worth $129.99. Mind you, this exchange took place at an entirely different store. So he wanted to return the walker he just bought in an exchange. I said, okay, and processed it. As I mentioned earlier, whenever items are double stacked like this in a return, the difference will go back on a gift card. He went into a hissy fit saying, "Oh, my wife will kill me if I bring back a gift card. Can't you just give me cash or just put the difference back on my debit card?" I sighed and told him, "No sir, we can't. The way these transactions are set up, whenever returns are double stacked like this, the register forces us to put the difference back on a gift card regardless of what you used to pay before." He pulled the classic line, "Let me speak to your manager." I called a manager over and they were dumbfounded. They'd never heard of stacked returns before and tried voiding the whole transaction. The manager processed the entire thing the same way I did and didn't understand why the register did what it did. This guy kept insisting we just put the difference back on his card. We kept saying no and he was getting angrier and sweatier. As soon as the manager mentioned that he could use the gift card at any of our other branches, he went, "Oh, I can? Cool. That works out then. He then walks away with gift card in hand and acting satisfied. I'm sorry, what? A manager mentions something that should probably be common knowledge based on how much he shops here. The only thing that can satisfy him is a manager's decision? I wanted to punch a wall after that encounter. Hit the subscribe button for more daily Reddit content and press the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Also, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, it really does help the channel. If you have any ideas, suggestions, let us know in the comment section. See you in the next one.